Assalamu alaikum. The story of Prophet Yusuf. Chapter 3. Yusuf and the woman. As Yusuf grew older, he became very handsome, mashallah. Zulaykha started to admire Yusuf's beauty and fell in love with him. She wanted to attract Yusuf's attention, but nothing she tried was working. Yusuf didn't spend any more time around her than was necessary. One day when her husband was out of the house, Zulaykha decided to trick Yusuf. When he came to do some chores, she quickly locked the doors behind him. Yusuf was shocked. It was not right for him to be locked in a room alone with the wife of his master. Instantly, Yusuf said to her, "I seek Allah's protection. My master has looked after me and given me a comfortable place to live in. How can I then betray him? Bad people will never be successful." Yusuf quickly ran to the door to try to leave. Zulaykha did not want Yusuf to leave, so she rushed after him. She grabbed hold of the back of his shirt and pulled to try to stop him. Suddenly, the door opened and the master was standing there. He was shocked. Why was Yusuf in his room? What was going on? Zulaykha quickly tried to blame Yusuf. "What is the punishment for someone who tried to do wrong to your family?" she asked her husband. Before he could answer, she said, "Of course it is jail or painful punishment." She didn't want her husband to know her evil plan of trying to make Yusuf fall in love with her. Yusuf, still shocked at what had just happened, told the minister that he was innocent and had done nothing wrong. The minister was unsure. He didn't know what to do or who to believe. Fortunately, there was someone else there that heard what was going on. They told the minister that there's a way to know who was telling the truth and who was lying. All he had to do was look at Yusuf's shirt. If his shirt was torn from the front, that would mean Zulaykha was trying to push him away, and therefore he would be the one lying. However, if his shirt was torn from the back, then that would mean Yusuf was trying to leave and she tried to pull him back, and therefore she would be lying. The minister agreed that this would be the best way of knowing. He approached Yusuf and took a good look at his shirt. His shirt was ripped from the back. His own wife had been lying to him and Yusuf was innocent. Allah made the truth known to the minister and protected the honor and dignity of Yusuf. The minister angrily turned to his wife saying, "You planned this! Such an evil plan too!" He then approached Yusuf and gently said to him, "Yusuf, please don't mention this to anyone." Then he looked at his wife, both hurt and angry, and said, "And you? Seek forgiveness for your sin." As time went by, some of the women in the city started gossiping about the minister's wife and what she had done. They would say things like, "Did you hear about the minister's wife? She's in love with her servant, Yusuf. Has she lost her mind? She must be going mad." Word traveled back to Zulaykha that people were saying that she was wrong and crazy for what she did. She knew if the women saw Yusuf, they would understand her actions and stop blaming her. So, she planned to invite the women to her house to enjoy a feast. When they arrived, she had food ready and gave each woman a knife to cut with. The minister's wife ordered Yusuf to enter the room where the women were eating. They immediately looked up at him in awe. The beauty of Prophet Yusuf had them captivated. This cannot be a human being. He must be a noble angel. While they were lost in their admiration for Yusuf, they didn't realize they had accidentally cut themselves with their knives instead of their food. Zulaykha was amused and satisfied at how the woman reacted to Yusuf. She told the woman, "See, you blame me for loving Yusuf, but look what you did to your hands, just seeing him once. This time, if he does not do as I command, I will make sure he is thrown into prison and humiliated," she said, threatening to punish Yusuf. Yusuf was a noble prophet. He was honest and feared Allah. He would not obey Zulaykha or anyone who told him to do something that was displeasing to Allah. Allah saved him from the situation, and Yusuf was able to leave before the women tried to trick him into doing wrong. Yusuf knew that only Allah could help him, so he prayed. He asked Allah to keep him away from their evil plans. "My Lord, I prefer to go to prison than do the wrong things they are telling me to do, Yusuf prayed. And if I'm not saved from their tricks, I may end up doing something wrong and being from the ignorant. Gossip about what had happened began to spread. This was very embarrassing for the minister, a highly respected official in Egypt. He had to put an end to this quickly, so Yusuf was ordered to go to prison. And so it was. The noble Prophet ﷺ would spend the next few years in prison despite doing nothing wrong. Sometimes our prayers get answered in a way that is best for us, but not in the exact way we were hoping for. But Allah is the all-knowing and the best of planners. La, 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 la.